Yeah! This is still the best damn football show on the internet, period.
Inside the huddle, Moolage Mail. Yeah, we running the game. Run it up. Talk hits, talk stats, talk play. If it's football talk, we the ones you gotta play. Yeah, Moolage, bring that heat, no huddle. No hard hitting defense, yeah, he live in the struggle. Go. Fourth quarter pressure, he thrives in the clutch. Talking matchup schemes, who really got the touch from the snap to the whistle, dissecting the game. Who elite, who fraud, yeah, he calling the name. Call him out. Mel in the zone, he bringing that vibe. Oh. Highlight plays, he keep bringing it alive. Let's go. Big runs, deep bombs, crowd going wild. Every Friday it goes down. You know that ish, and you know I style. Facts, yeah. Helmets cracking, crowd steady reacting. Boom, boom. Inside a huddle. Hey.
Ready, down, put.
What's good? What's popping? Your boys are in the building. A little different today. Friday, I fucked everything up. It wasn't my fault. I apologize. Brother was out on the road. Had to take care of some stuff with the family. My wife's best friend was having a birthday party, so we was out in Los Angeles. doing what family do. I need a little break, a little vacay. But I'm back. I'm fully charged. Okay. Fully charged. But just so everybody knows, this week is going to look nuts from the sidelines because we're going to have the football show on Monday. We're going to have the basketball show on Tuesday. We got Gentlemen's Talk on Wednesday, basketball on Thursday, right back to football on Friday, motherfucker. You getting us every day this week. All right. What's going on, man?
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Y'all already said 7 days a week this week.
Yeah, so we turn. The bulk of the show was going to be about the schedules from Friday. On Thursday that was released. Kind of got a little shift in the algae because when the news cycle gets slow, some of you podcasters, y'all don't know what to talk about. It's hard for y'all to talk football. So what y'all do? Y'all go to the well. You go straight to the well. Where do you go? Oh, Darrelle Revis is better than Deion Sanders. No, he's not. So we're gonna talk about it. Then DJ Micah B, hopefully he jumps in here this sometime this evening. If not, it's all good. We're gonna talk about it. He's the one who tagged us in the Facebook article that was like the most overrated cornerbacks in NFL. They had the Mount Rushmore most overrated cornerbacks, and we're gonna get into that. So like I said, this is gonna be a sweet show. And we also told you we're gonna touch on DTR again. We told you, motherfuckers. We said it. I don't know what more you need from us. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Did we say it? Or did we say it?
When you call it, you call it. And we literally called. We've been telling y'all week to week, back to back. So
I don't know how much more credentials you need from us about whether it's football, basketball, pop culture. We're gonna get to Drake stuff at some point too. I'm gonna let y'all know.
We does this.
We does it.
In all aspects. I just want y'all to know.
In all aspects. This is the most rounded podcast you're going to watch on any platform. Name other podcasts, personalities, or whatever you want to call us, that can talk to you about football, be as informative as we are, then go to basketball, be super informative and give you all the things that you need there, then turn around and hit mainstream pop culture, music, all the things. Hey, I'm just trying to tell you, when the ship take off, just make sure you got a seat. That's all I'm saying.
We do.
All right. So let's get to some of the stuff. This generation is cooked. 100%. Y'all are cooked. There's so many videos and clips that I could have brought to the table for this, but this one was bad. It wasn't the most egregious. The most egregious one I saw, they had young boys, 10-year-old boys, full equipment, geared up, ready to go, with flags around their waist. I don't know what the purpose of the equipment is if you're going to have flags on your waist.
That was the equivalent when, it's like first few days of pads and the coach is like, we only doing tag off. Coach, what are we doing? I thought we was playing football. What do you mean tag off? This is the first day of pads and we got to get niggas used to it?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. No. I'm thundering somebody today.
Today. Right
Today.
now. Right now. Like, I'm not even playing with you, motherfucker.
I'm not even going to go half speed. I'm going full speed to somebody's chest.
Right. And then I came across another video. I said, you know what? This is why these motherfuckers is wearing flags. Y'all are soft. There is not an aggressive bone in you new niggas' bodies. And this is the reason why.
Señor, ya despierta. Fuerte, Ángel. Fuerte, Ángel. Fuerte, Ángel. Fuerte, fuerte.
I'm shocked that the sound was even made by a pad during that entire drill. If you played football, you know that drill, bull in the ring. And if you call somebody out, you're supposed to, you run out there, you absorb the contact. If you get knocked down, that person who knocked you down replaces you in the ring. They're going to be there all day with that nonsense. Hold on, Bullish, I'm back in.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Hold on, because I'm about to cook that shit. Give me 2 seconds.
So when you see this, like, how are you preparing these kids to play football? Because ain't nobody hitting like that in the game. There's nobody hitting like that in the game. So when you get kids that do this and then they go against killers, I should have got the Patrice O'Neal comedy sketch where he was talking about, telling parents that you shouldn't let your kid out here with killers, because this is how basketball players are made. This right here, this is how basketball players are made. He's gonna be the greatest point guard ever, or the next Larry Bird. Something. He ain't gonna be a football player doing this.
Señor, ya despierta. Fuerte, Ángel. Fuerte, Ángel. Fuerte, Ángel. Fuerte, fuerte, fuerte.
You don't get off my football field with that bullshit. Please get off my football field with that. Mullins, like I said, Mullins is driving, so he's moving. He's gonna be in some dead spots here and there, but we're gonna rock out. That's what we do.
No. Hell no. You see, y'all remember that song Tyrese had with Chingy? Every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back. Every time I try to give you niggas some grace, something just keep dragging me back. That evilness back to the evil spirit back.
That's the theme of the show. The show today.
It's that I want everybody fired and I want them jailed. And then after they're jailed, I want them to line up one by one and get punched on, because there's no way. There's no way. And you see, talking to my homies, right? Because a lot of my homies is high school coaches now, right? So they be enduring some of this bullshit that a lot of these kids be going through. Talking to some of my homies, they like, bro, it's so bad. We can't do this, you can't do that. I would be fired. They would have to fire me.
Oh, no.
I would get kicked day one, because what the... I'm bringing the athletic director out there. I'm bringing the goddamn parents out there. I'm bringing grams and gramps out there, aunts and uncles, and I'm going to ask everybody, what the fuck is this? What is this? What is this product that we're doing? What
am I supposed to do with it?
What are we doing? Okay? What is this? Okay? And I want somebody to tell me that what we're doing is wrong, so then I can go in there and be like, all right, so now I got the green light to come in here and we can play some actual football right now, because right now, this is ballerina class.
That's not even. My wife teaches ballet, and they rougher than that.
Well, I was just gonna say they get more active in goddamn jazz cat. Okay,
That's disgusting.
See, everybody, I'm telling you, everybody, y'all know, Bar Rescue, y'all know Kitchen Nightmares. We gotta have like a show to where me and Mel pull up to these horrible ass schools where they doing dumb shit like that, and we just transforming the whole program.
We saving football programs.
That's what it is. We are saving football programs across the country because I'd be damned if I pull up to a field and I see this bullshit. I promise you, everybody's getting beat up, and then I'm making the coaches do Oklahomas just to prove a point.
I think we need to get like what network does that? We're gonna find out what network does those like those save the bars and we're gonna saving football program. That's what we're gonna do.
Yep, and we not sparing nobody. Okay, Pop Warner High School, community college, 4 years, all you motherfuckers. We pull up to your field and y'all doing fuck shit. Oh yeah, y'all running us our Oklahoma drills fully padded, and y'all giving us 10 gassers. Cause what are we doing?
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna fuck that. That is the mission for 2027.
Cause
that shit is retarded. My bad. I want to use the R word. I don't want to get his shadow banned. But
sometimes it's needed.
Sometimes it's needed. All right. So like I said, we're gonna move. We're gonna talk about what happens to some of these content creators. I won't mention names because they, I do like some of them, but I don't like others. When the news cycle a little light, you get to resorting back to bullshit. So you got to go to the well. How can we drum up content? How can we get Melvin and the FTSL boys off their rocker? By saying stuff like, Bo Jackson, his 4.1 speed was fictional. It was a myth. Wasn't real.
Never ran it.
Darrelle Revis, he's better than Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders not the best cornerback of all time. Jerry Rice isn't the best receiver of all time. Because they know I can't let that slide. I can't let that slide.
We can't let crazy people say crazy things. It's a pet peeve of ours. We just can't let we can't let it go.
No, not in the name. See, you're doing it in the name of content, but in the name of content, you're tearing down the legends and the GOATs. And we can't allow that. We just can't allow that. Somebody has to be the voice of reason. That is us. Now, I'm sure a little clip, and y'all tell me what y'all see while watching this. I can't remember if it had music or not, but if it's got music, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna do it because I don't want to. We'll see. I'll check it. I can always clip it later. But you get the gist of this. Do you know how fast you gotta be for somebody to be on the angle and you only got 4 yards to work with on the sidelines, and he still beat you to the spot? Like, I know it sounds crazy to y'all because y'all were told this lie that the players today bigger, stronger, faster. So when you see a dude like Bo Jackson who's bigger, stronger, faster, you can't believe it. It doesn't register in your brain.
Shocking, mind-numbing.
That a 240-pound running back can move with 4.1 speed and be elusive and powerful at the same time. Y'all brains don't function like that. There's no way somebody in 1984 was doing this. Yes, he was.
Y'all see Darrell Green run recently?
Darrell Green, when he was 44, I think it was, he was still running the 4.3.
Yeah. If y'all see him run recently, because he still trains not like a football player, but he trains like an Olympic track runner, which is the reason why he hasn't lost any of his speed. But if you've seen him recently, he's still within the high 10s to low 11s when he runs an open 100.
And Darrell Green got to be at least 60 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
see, the thing about these guys, right, before we were essentially forced to focus on one sport, right? Because like y'all say, oh, well, we play football year round, we play basketball year round. That's cool. That's cool. These guys back in the day were the ultimate athlete, right? If y'all want to play y'all little sports just all year round, that's cool. But we had guys that would play football, then go straight from football to basketball, then go straight from basketball right to track. This is the reason why these guys were so fast. The reason why you guys the speed is unheard of. It's because they were track athletes that were football players. They moved and trained and ate and did everything as track athletes. They were just built like football players. That was the difference.
Yeah.
When people, when the receivers and DBs first started to make their names in the league, they understood that speed kills. So what did they do? They went out and found athletes that could run, track athletes that can run. This is why you guys haven't seen speed like that since, right? And why we only see speed like that some guys were doing that back to back in the day, bro, because they were track athletes. They trained like it.
Yeah.
You guys don't run track. You guys play basketball, you guys play football, and y'all play Call of Duty. Y'all don't run track. So y'all don't have the speed like they did.
And the ones that do run track, look how fast they are. Maybe you might want to do something, change it.
Yeah, because y'all all sit up there and lose your minds over the Tyreek Hills, over the DK Metcalfs, over all of these guys that run track. But it's like, yeah, because they understand speed training, which is why you don't see them a lot of the times get the hamstring injuries and the calf injuries and all the little muscle injuries and stuff like everybody else gets, because they're training like track athletes, because they understand that football now is essentially a track meet. Everybody's running. So might as well train like it, right?
Yeah. Which then leads us into the ultimate. Well, that was Bo Jackson is probably the greatest athlete. Understand, when we say athlete, this is gonna be a little sidebar right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we say that basketball, who's the better athlete between basketball players and football players? And we say football players, you have to understand the term athlete. Okay? Because every argument that I heard was, oh, look how high basketball players jump, and look at this. Like, yeah, y'all niggas is dope at basketball. Mm-hmm. There are few to mostly none of you niggas are good at anything outside of basketball.
That's it. That's all y'all can do.
That's all y'all can do. Maybe golf, but golf ain't really an athletic sport like that.
It's not.
You can take football players, because we've seen it already happen, compete in the Olympics, in the Major League Baseball, the NBA, as well as football.
Boxing as well.
Like NFL players are well-rounded in all sports because they play other sports for recreation. Basketball players don't play other sports for recreation.
And Mel, if I'm not mistaken, right? You remember, because I know y'all young kids don't know shit about this, right? But you remember back in the day where they used to have the celebrity kind of dunk contest, and they had all football player lineup, the Jerry Rices, the Michael Irvings, the Deion Sanders, and everybody was so in awe about how high Michael Irving and Deion Sanders. Like, yeah, do y'all think that they do verticals at the combine just to look pretty?
Yeah, there are niggas in there. There are offensive linemen that have higher verticals than NBA players.
Yeah, like they don't do verticals just so they look good, just so y'all can look at their calves in the air, like.
And the way the NFL does it, it's an actual vertical because it's standing. They don't get 3 steps to do the vertical.
So it's an actual vertical. It's testing actual vertical strength coming from your quads, hamstrings, calves, et cetera, et cetera. It's not a running vertical to where now everybody's like, oh, well, he had a 75-inch running vertical. Like, running vertical. He got more power generated because he was.
Yeah, you're creating force as you're doing it, opposed to standing still and going straight up to get your vert. That's all right. I want to see some of you NBA niggas run the 40. Y'all gonna look like giraffes. Like it's gonna look stupid. It's gonna look dumb.
Quite literally, none of them know how to run. I promise you. Y'all gonna go out there and look crazy as hell.
Crazy as hell. But let's get to Deion Sanders and Darrelle Revis. We've had this conversation. And everybody knows where I stand on this. That's why this is not going to be too long with this bullshit because it doesn't need to be, but everybody's talking about it. So we're going to jump right on in with it. Darrelle Revis does absolutely nothing as a cornerback or as a football player on a football field better than Deion Sanders. Nothing. Okay? Nothing. And I presented this scenario to another person because we were talking about it earlier today. If Tyreek Hill was lined up at wide receiver and you had to choose Deion Sanders or Darrelle Revis to cover Tyreek Hill, who you putting up there?
There's no question. It's not even a conversation. I'm putting goddamn Deion out there.
And I'm using current wide receivers just to prove a point. Say the same thing about Jamar Chase. Say the same thing about Justin Jefferson. How about DK Metcalf?
Same.
Like Darrelle Revis he's not athletic enough to hang with these types of wide receivers. He doesn't have the speed because once they clear the line of scrimmage, it's a wrap.
That's it. He's officially. I think it's the beautiful part about playing corner that a lot of people don't understand. That first and foremost, a lot of the receivers that Mel just named, they can't get off the press. A lot of those guys back in the day, the Deions, the Darrell Greens, the Rod Woodsons, the Charles Woodsons, the Aeneas Williams, the Champ Baileys, that was the bread and butter, guys. The press coverage was the bread and butter. And then guess what? They were athletic enough. They were fast enough to run with these fucking receivers. So even now, if you put these guys in a press situation or in a goal line situation or a 20 going in situation, yeah, they're smart enough. They're smart enough and they're strong enough to press these guys at the line of scrimmage and then just simply route read.
Yeah.
That's it. Just read your routes. Like, prime example before I let Mel cook, right? Darius Slay, and he's not even the biggest corner, but somebody they go to a young receiver, freaking Devontae Smith. He gets drafted there, right? Heisman winner, fast out of this. I don't know every route he's doing. That's not gonna work. No, that's a slant. That's out. You're doing a whip route. That's a post. Like, come on, bro. They were incredibly smart, fast, strong, and athletic. I'm sorry, guys.
They were football players. And on top of it, Deion was the blueprint. Like, he's the mold. Everything that y'all want out of a cornerback, it was Deion Sanders. Sorry. 6'1", 190 to 200 pounds. Runs a 4.140. Like, strong on point of contact, can high point balls, great hands as a defensive back or receiver. Like, he's the prototype. Everybody's been trying to get a Deion Sanders since Deion Sanders.
Quite literally.
Nobody trying to get Darrelle Revis. For what? Then on top of it, the numbers, the eye test, none of this shows up. Like, nothing about Darrelle Revis makes you go, wow. Nothing. Like, if you
nothing.
You take away that 2009 season that y'all love talking about so much, what are y'all going to talk about Darrelle Revis? What?
That 2009 season is always hilarious because they always say that he locked up the best receivers in the league and blah, blah, blah. And I already did a breakdown about this years ago about how that is cap. And majority of that list was either not a number one receiver at that time. They weren't at their prime. And on top of that, were probably majority old. There's only one receiver on that list that you can legitimately give that argument to. Everybody else on that list, you cannot.
And
because
then
he did not see any of those guys in their prime, and I will put money on it. We can go back and watch the film.
We did, and we will do it again because I know somebody's going to open up their mouth and say something silly again, and we'll do it without a problem. They'll talk about, oh, well, he held Randy Moss to 40 yards on 3 catches or 4 catches or whatever the fuck it was, and I'm like, yeah, but did you watch the game or did you look? Are you just repeating something that someone said to sensationalize what Darrelle Revis did in that game? Because in that game, if I'm not mistaken, it was either Wes Welker or Julian Edelman, is one of the little white niggas on the other side. Had 186 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's a fact.
There was no reason to throw at Randy Moss if we cooking on the other side. There's no reason. There's context to everything.
Football 101. See, that's coaching. We understand that.
Yeah. Then we're not going to talk about the bad quarterbacks that were the Jets were playing during that time. Horrible quarterbacks. Bad quarterbacks. I made a video about it. Maybe I'll post it just to refresh everybody's mind on what was happening during that time. Bad quarterback play. Very, very bad. Also, never mentioned Andre Johnson. How about Stevie Johnson? Brandon Lloyd? Y'all never mentioned any of those dudes who was frying up Darrelle Revis religiously.
On a consistent, when he say religiously, he is not playing. Like, it wasn't even pretty. And that's the thing. Y'all talk about all these big names, but what about the quote-unquote lesser names? What about the Lewis Murphys of the league that year? Right? Like Mel said, the Stevie Johnsons, the Andre Johnson, right? What about those guys? The B. Lloyds. Everybody bring up B. Lloyd now, but y'all don't remember B. Lloyd early.
Yeah, young D Hop. Like we can do this, and we've done this. And like I said, the numbers. He's got 29 career interceptions, and everybody be like, "Oh, Deion played longer." Y'all, for some people, don't realize like Darrelle Revis only played like 37 or 38 less games than Deion Sanders, and their numbers are drastically different. Like drastically different. It's not even remotely close. And then when you add in all of the other cornerbacks, the Charles Woodsons of the world, the Champ Baileys, the Rod Woodsons, the Eric Allens, the Aeneas Williams, the Darrell Greens, the Dick Knight Train Lanes. Once I start adding names, Darrelle Revis gets further and further away from this best cornerback ever conversation.
I just had this conversation legitimately the other day. Somebody asked me, somebody sent me a time, and it was the dude, he was breaking down with one of the best corners or one of the best DBs to play the game, right? And he got on there and was like, yeah, I got Charles, I got Rod, but he threw that name in there and said D. Reeve at 3. I said, that's interesting.
Hold up, you're breaking up.
I got to talk a little shit, right? Just to test his football IQ, football acumen, just see where he was at a little bit. So where's Deion, right? Champ Bailey, like where are these names at? Deion, or apparently, his words.
Hold up, you're away from your mic.
Deion wasn't that good of a corner. 2 seconds till I get back in the good stuff series.
All right, go ahead. Because you just coming in low a little bit.
Wasn't that good of a corner. That's what I heard.
That Deion wasn't a good corner? That's what they said?
That Darrelle slides down. This is like consensus. I understand you young kids, right? But this is consensus. If you start naming the best corners of the league, the best corners in the NFL history, Darrelle Revis is nowhere near the top 5. He's not even top 10.
I told you, I did mine. He might not be in the top 20. I really gonna have to just sit down and be real about this. He might not be in the top 20 because I was sitting down and I was breaking down some shit. I totally forgot about niggas like Everson Walls and shit. Like, I was like, wait. And then, like, Nnamdi Asomugha, if we're just gonna base it off of dudes who had like small windows that were dope, he was not better than Nnamdi Asomugha.
Not even remotely.
So
not even
I'm not
remotely.
So I'm not gonna we're not gonna do that. So how like once you set the parameters and you're gonna say, oh well, look what he did in 2009. Well, Nnamdi Asomugha had a better season than that. Champ Bailey had a better season. Deion had a better season. You know, we can run these stuff down. Then you get to the guys who won DPOYs because Revis didn't win a DPOY. So you got to talk about Stephon Gilmore. Like you got to get to Gilly and all these other guys who won DPOYs as cornerbacks. Because if you win a DPOY as a cornerback, do you know how balling you had to be? Like you had to be going insane to win it as a cornerback.
It doesn't happen a lot.
No, and then to mention, like I said, not to mention his best season, you lost the DPOY, and they keep saying he lost it, and I just said it myself, but I do have to correct myself. It was damn near unanimous that Charles Woodson won that shit.
It wasn't even close.
It wasn't close. The rest of the league didn't think his season was as good as y'all making it out to be.
Yeah,
his quote-unquote best season.
Just so you know, the league didn't even believe that because if you look at the voting and how the voting went, Charles Woodson basically lapped everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. And we're not just talking shit. I promise you, go look at the voting. You'll see.
Go look at the voting.
It wasn't close. Charles Woodson was on another level that year.
Yeah. And he actually shut down Megatron. Go watch the Thanksgiving game. So
twice. Because they played each other 2 times.
No, that season.
So
that season, Darrelle Revis never played Megatron. They made that bullshit up to make it to sensationalize it. We went through the schedule. They never played the Lions. So there's that.
Look, and if y'all think we bullshit, go find the episode. Go find the episode because I promise you it's on the YouTube page. We don't delete nothing.
We've done this too many times already. Like we have debunked a lot of the narratives that have been floating around here about Darrelle Revis, about Randy Moss being better than Jerry Rice or Jerry Rice not being the GOAT or this. We debunked it. It's just what we do. We have fun doing it. We don't like doing it, but y'all, you know, when y'all algorithm get a little slow and you know, football news is a little slow, y'all get to jumping out the window with stupid shit, and then we got to sit out there and push out the daggone mattress so that you land softly before we fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to do it this up.
Y'all like to run off on the rails, okay? You back in, you feel me? Okay, we let you have your fun. Now it's time to come inside, wash your hands, wash your face, get ready for dinner. We about to cook.
Yep. Then we had this one. This was another one. Most overrated cornerback Mount Rushmore. They had Richard Sherman, Jalen Ramsey, Josh Norman, Stephon Gilmore. You tell me how you feel about that.
Having a 2-time depoy on the list is crazy, first I'm not too upset at the Stephon Diggs. To you, there's a lot of them.
You went out.
A lot of people they tried to put Trayvon Diggs in conversations he didn't belong in. Didn't really work out. Sherm.
See, my thing is, when we say overrated, what are we talking about? Where do you rank these guys? That's what overrated means.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
like
that's actually a good point. Because if you have Sherman where you're like a top 10 or top 5.
Like there are people who say that Richard Sherman was the second or third best cornerback during the time that he played. That's fine. I'm not mad at that. But where do you have him ranked all time? I don't have Richard Sherman ranked in my top 10 or 15 cornerbacks all time. So how can he be overrated? Where do you have Josh Norman rated? Like, how can Josh Norman be overrated if he's not rated?
I don't think, because I don't even think Josh Norman makes.
Yeah, your mic went out, or I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I don't think Josh Norman makes my top 30 corners.
Yeah, like, I mean, saying Stephon Gilmore is overrated is kind of wild to me because
that's crazy.
I don't know how you can say he's overrated with the things that he did while he played the position of cornerback. That's nasty work.
Like I said, the 2-time Defensive Player of the Year at corner being overrated is crazy.
That's nasty work. Like, and Jalen Ramsey, like, if you watch J Ram, like, like, has he aged now? Of course, but when he was playing, like, you couldn't find too many niggas better than Jalen Ramsey.
Is he still not a dynamic DB that made the switch from corner to safety and still had a pretty solid year this year?
Right, and then he's another guy that the Charles Woodson type of corner where he can play outside, he could play inside. If you need him at free safety, he can go ahead and do that. And he was good inside the run game. So how was he overrated? That's it. I don't think a lot of people watch games. They just like throwing stuff out there just to be like, oh, he's overrated. No. Absolutely ridiculous. So all that is stupid. We're going to get to see, I had this stuff. I'll wait till Mulish comes back, and then we can rock out with that. We had the schedule release on Thursday. I was going to load the videos and show what the teams were doing. But I was like, that is way too many goddamn videos. Melvin is not doing that. We will just go over the East, the AFC East and the NFC East, just the schedules, to see what we think about it. And, the next couple of weeks we'll break down the NFC North and the AFC North and then the South and then the West, how we do. Let me get to the NFL. Let's get to these standings. Oh, no, I'll do it this way. They're not going to give it to me right now. Let's go Patriots. Why is my phone tripping? Okay. So we got the Patriots schedule. Also, before we get to the actual schedule itself, the NFL opening day is on a Wednesday. How do you feel about that? I think that's a boss move, though.
Yeah. See, NFL, they're starting to enact starting to enter their petty era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're basically saying, y'all really don't think that we can dominate other sports days, because the conversation was that the NFL can only operate on Sundays and they can only have Thursdays and they can only have Monday Night Football. And if people tuned in on a Wednesday or a Tuesday, nobody would watch, right? They could never have games on Friday because that belongs to this sport and that belongs to that sport, and they could just never. The numbers would never. When they killed y'all 2 years in a row back to back with that Black Friday games, and then they came back after y'all said, "Oh, they can never dominate Christmas. Christmas belongs to the NBA. Basketball ruins Christmas forever." They came back and dominated those numbers in basketball as well. So this is what the NFL is doing, right? They said, stop playing with us, because every single time that y'all say that we can't dominate the airwaves on a random ass day that y'all say we can't, we do it. So y'all might as well be quiet, because out of every single league, every single sports league, perhaps outside of soccer, There's only one that's been constantly growing year after year after year after year. That's marketing, that's publicity, that's money, that's sales, that's everything, and that is the NFL. There's a reason why the NBA is doing what it is, and we're reaching for the stars to get younger crowd. Right? This is what we're noticing. This is the trend here. Right? How do we get the younger crowd? Do you want to know the one sport that does not have a problem getting the younger crowd to watch? That would be the NFL. Basketball has a problem. Baseball has a problem. NHL has a problem. MMA now has that problem because everybody's running away from the UFC and going towards Netflix, the Bellator, and MVP. You guys want to know the one sport that has been consistent year after year after year after year after year because the game keeps getting better.
Yep. And that's a fact. Like the NFL, like for them to look at it and be like, you know what? Fuck that. Wednesday it is. We're gonna have football on Wednesday. We're gonna have football on Thursday. You're gonna have college on Saturday, and then go back to the NFL on Sunday. Like, and then not to mention football on Monday. So I don't know if they're gonna keep the Wednesday stuff up. We'll figure it out. I guess they're gonna run it. They're gonna test run it and see what it does. But if they crush it, the rest of the sport leagues are screwed. Yeah. So let's get to we're gonna start off with the Patriots. We're gonna go through their schedule and see what it's looking like. So they open up September 9th, which is a Wednesday. They're one of the Wednesday games. Patriots, Seahawks.
I actually got the Patriots in the rematch. I got the Patriots in the rematch.
Yeah.
Better. I think they moved Will, or the tackle that they drafted last year. I think they moved him to guard to answer the tackle that they drafted this year. And I think the defense gets a little bit better. And then you give Greg Man another year under his belt after he played in the Super Bowl. Hey, I'm expecting some big things, big dog. Let's get money. And,
right. I think Seattle lost. I think Seattle lost too much for them to get it right in the beginning of the season.
I think that's fair.
Week 2, September 20th, they open up on the road in Seattle for that game. They head to Foxborough for their home opener against the newly signed Aaron Rodgers to the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Aaron Rodgers, I'm saying this as a fan. Go home.
Please.
Go home.
I think we've had enough of the Aaron Rodgers experience. Me personally, I think we're done. He doesn't move the needle, and he's not good enough anymore to where he means that much to the Pittsburgh. He doesn't mean anything towards wins at all to them. Like it doesn't work, and he's not going to mentor the young dude, so he's not going to be a backup quarterback. So why have him? I don't know why they signed him in the first place. I just would have let his ass go, me personally.
I like that plan. Shit, and I'm inserting it. The younger I can get my young quarterback incorporated in my offense, the better. So why play around with the old guy when I have the young guy that I can make guy who I want? I don't know. Maybe
right. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. Then they head to Jacksonville for the news. Sunshine cut the locks. Did you see that?
Did you see cut the golden light from Sunshine?
He looked nuts. Some people need long hair.
You know what? That's right. That's true. Some people just need it. Just looks. It fits your persona.
Right. I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We might have to. I don't know if he can be Sunshine without
right. So
William.
Yeah, I think after a while he's gonna feel like, was it Samson when he cut his hair and got weak? You have to grow your hair back and get your strength back.
Back, man.
Gotta get your power back. Then early division game, October 4th in Buffalo. They take on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, so look. Call me crazy. I don't think the Bills are going to be good this year.
I don't think so either. I think, call me a hater, call me whatever you want. I'm okay with that. It's okay. If you need a villain for your story, call this guy. The Bills are going to be the worst team in the AFC East. And I know the Jets with Geno Smith are in the AFC East. The Bills will be at the bottom of the AFC East this year.
Yeah, I don't think the Bills are going to be good this year.
Nope.
I'm saying now. Just gonna throw it out there, and when it happens, y'all know where to come first. But
and we do. Like I said, we we like to stay ahead of the curve. We don't want to when they start losing and then be like, oh, they're gonna have a bad season. No. They didn't even get to mini camp yet. And I'm telling you, they're gonna be ass. Terrible.
Josh Allen just got married, coming off a horrible season. They just had a baby. Yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked. It's gonna take him at least a year and a half to get back right.
Then they head back. I might go to this game because I'm looking at the tickets and they say the tickets are $120. I might go to this game. They head back home to take on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh yeah, See, I didn't get to go last year, but my daughter will be born literally right before football season starts. So yeah, I'll be pulling up to that one for sure.
Oh, did not know the wife was pregnant. Good. Happy, got the little. That's why your ass been out here on the streets. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boo always got something planned. So yeah, I got to make some things happen, make some magic happen.
Hey, see, I get it. See, so sometimes you noticed it and you're like, I'm not got no mood, something going on. But then here we go. We got baby Moo coming. All right.
Yeah.
What'd she do?
October 28th as of right now.
All right, well, shit. Let me know. I'll make that trip up to the bay for the baby shower or something.
Oh yeah, you already know we got invites coming out real soon.
Yeah, but back to the Patriots, they're gonna get their ass whooped by the Raiders.
Yeah. That's gonna be the loss. You feel me? Just like week 1 last year. You know what I mean? Gonna run it back on y'all. You feel me? Just to make sure y'all know. You feel me? Yeah. How we coming?
We're not doing predictions on the games. I'm just gonna tell you right now that the Raiders gonna fuck them up. That's all.
Not yet. Now, we do have a segment coming up real soon that we're going to, debut closer when it gets to football season and have somebody come on here, talk about the best, the overs, unders, et cetera, et cetera. I'll be helping that certain gentleman with that segment. But for all of our bettors, for all of our over-under takers, for everybody who wants to do the prize picks, the DraftKings, the sports, we got y'all. It's coming real soon. We're working on it, and we will roll that over to y'all real soon.
Right. And if Poly Markets want to jump on with us and help because we support Poly Market.
Yeah.
The same.
We support the market pookies, man. We support Poly Market. So pull up, Poly. We got you.
We got it. Then they go back home and play the New York Football Jets. Like I said, their schedule is not overly crazy to this point right now, but things can also change. We don't know how all the teams are going to be. They go to Chicago October 22nd, which is a Thursday night game, to take on the Chicago Calebs.
Yikes. I ain't gonna lie. I hope he wins that. I hope he wins the Iceman trophy. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.
And we didn't get to talk about that, but the fact that him, Drake, and George Gervin are all fighting for the Iceman trademark is insane.
I love it. Share it. Fuck it. At this point, because I respect George. He was the OG Iceman. You feel me? We got Caleb, the Iceman in the NFL, and then Drake. You feel me? The Iceman in the goddamn rap game. Why not?
Yeah,
we got Icemans everywhere.
I think they can. I think you can file for the trademark in different industries. So maybe they'll just split it up.
Hopefully, because Chuck Liddell, he got the Iceman trademark. So you know what I mean? I feel like we can. Yeah. I feel like we can do some sharing, fellas. That's all I'm saying.
Right. We can make it work for everybody. Then Drake can do a remix to Iceman and have George Gervin and Caleb in the video.
Look, hey, Drake, call us creative control. We got you. We gonna come up with the video. You feel me?
We come up with the ideas like that. It's seamless for us.
You feel me? And Drake, don't worry about the hoes. I got strippers on deck, dog. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, you ain't got to run to Atlanta.
Don't fuck with your boys over here, man. We got you.
We got it. Next up, they go to Miami to take on the new look Miami Dolphins on November 1st. They stay home to the Packers on November 8th. Then a lot of international games this year. A lot of international games. This will be another one of them. They are going to Denmark. I think that's where they're going. I think that's where this is. But they play the Lions in Denmark.
Word. See, you see. This is the NFL. Like I said, it's the NFL doing their shit again.
Wait a minute. I meant to have the breaking news sound because remember we were talking about the UFL and oversee the European League and how it would be dope because you don't need a lot of teams in the UFL if you can just cross the UFL with the European League and just create a European League.
Yep.
Why did they come out and say the NFL? Part of this is so that they can start getting more games overseas and then possibly creating a European League where European League teams would play here as well.
Mm-hmm. See, look at what we y'all heard that.
We try to tell you this is not we do this. It might be by accident, but it don't matter. We had it first. We had the idea first.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard us say it, and then it came to fruition. This ain't the first time.
I got the video from Adam Schefter talking about it, so I'm going to tag it in this portion of the video so that I will have what we said about the UFL and crossing it over with the European Football League, and then him talking about the NFL and the NFL owners talking about crossing over the NFL with the European League teams. Just saying, you get the best sports news here first.
Sports news, pop culture news, don't matter what it is. We coming at y'all live, man. And we gonna give it to y'all first. That's what we do.
Yeah. The tag says we are the best football show on the internet, period, for a reason. It's not for fake, it's not for play. That's what we do.
We ain't bullshitting.
This is what we do. After they go overseas, they head to Los Angeles to take on the LA Rams. No, Chargers, my bad. They take on the Chargers, who I think are going to be really, really good this year as well.
I was going to say, that's damn even worse. I ain't going to lie to you.
Then they head back home for game 2, December 6th against the Buffalo Bills. Week after that, December 10th, Thursday night game, they take on the Minnesota Vikings and Fast Feet. December 21st, they're in Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. December 27th, 2 days after Christmas. These tickets are fucking $88. I might have to go to Jersey for this game because I'm looking for games that we can go to and tailgate with the fans and do some live stuff. So
for sure,
I'm looking at these games for $88. I'll take that trip out to Jersey. They play the New York Jets on the 27th, and the last 2 games are flex games. Against the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins, where they end the season in Miami. That game, $52.
Well, Miami this year, I tell you.
No, that one's in Foxborough. That's going to be a cold ass game.
That's going to be a cold game. Okay, maybe not.
But for $50, hang out with the fans for a little bit. I might make an exception. We'll see.
Man, I got a jacket.
Yeah, we got jackets. We can go out there.
You feel me? I got a jacket and some snow boots and shit, man. We can make something
happen. I'll do one team from the NFC East. We will do the Cowboys 2026 schedule.
America's favorite.
Let's see. Here we go. The Cowboys, I don't want their preseason games. Fuck their preseason games. Okay, here we go. They open up. Damn, they open up with division games right out the goddamn gate. Sunday, September 13th, against the New York Football Giants. Well, I think they're actually going to be pretty good this year as well.
Damn, out the gate. That's crazy.
And they follow that up against Washington the next week.
David McDaniels healthy is scary for the league. I want everybody to know. Y'all talking shit about my boy JD5?
Yeah, a healthy JD5. We get to actually see what Washington can look like this year. They stay in the DMV. They play the Ravens on September 27th.
First start to the season in the freaking 1994 Raiders.
Yeah, no, their opening schedule is tough. For right now, we're looking at. Then we go October 4th. They go to Houston to play the Texans, and 4 days later is a quick flip. They go from Houston back home to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on October 8th. Then the 18th, they get a 10-day rest. They take on the Green Bay Packers. Then they head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Back home to the Arizona Cardinals. Home to the Colts. Back home, you got 3-game home stint against the 49ers, Tennessee Titans, Philadelphia Eagles. Their schedule is kind of rough. It's going to be. I mean, they got a couple, you got the Titans and the Cardinals in there, but outside of that, y'all, Cowboys going to be.
I'm not going to lie. They could very well start like 0-5.
Yeah, the Cowboys going to be fighting for their life. But I think they got a decent team, but we'll see how they put it all together. Then they're on the road on West Coast with an NFC West swing. They go Seattle on December 7th. Then they get a bye week, and then they go to the Rams December 20th. Then to Jacksonville the 27th. And then they pretty much end the season the way that they started it, but in reverse. They got the Giants, and then they end the season with Washington. That's how they always end their season. Their schedule is kind of brutal.
Yeah, the schedulers hated the Cowboys this year.
Yeah, this is nuts. Like, looking at it, like, honestly, dog, the only ones that are like, I would say, like, the teams are like soft. You got the Cardinals and the Titans. Outside of that, and maybe the Seahawks, depending on how you want to look at them. But outside of that, Washington, New York, Baltimore, Houston, Tampa, Green Bay, Philadelphia, San Francisco, back to Philadelphia, Seattle, Rams, Jacksonville, Giants, Washington again. Nigga, y'all going to have to strap it up.
Yeah. Cowboys fans, they're going to be on suicide watch after week 5.
Yeah, y'all going to have to really, really, really come out the gate hot. If y'all want, like I said, we're gonna do one AFC team, one NFC team. That's what we're gonna do. Next week we'll do another. This week at the end of the week we'll do another 2 teams. But let's get to don't want to get to that. No, let's get to DTR real quick. Because we tried to tell you a couple weeks ago that that's our guy. It's our guy. We ride for DTR, and the Orlando Storm did him dirty, and they sent him to the Birmingham. Oh, shit. Hold on. We are in OT. I forgot the game was today. OT, 114-111. The Spurs are up with 2 minutes left in the game.
I got to tell everybody, okay, or freaking San Antonio at 6.
Mm-hmm. So they sent him to the Birmingham Stallions thinking, we'll send him to the worst team in the league and he'll just die off. That is not the case. No, that is not the case. He has dragged Birmingham from the depths of hell.
Mm-hmm.
And they are on the precipice of making the playoffs. And I told you, if they make the playoffs, and if your team is hot going into the playoffs, it doesn't matter the record during the regular season. The season starts all over, and all you have to worry about are the 2 games you got to play to win a championship. That is it. DTR is good enough to win those 2 games should Birmingham get into the playoffs. If the playoffs started today, Birmingham is in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been playing out of mind.
Yeah, when we talked about this, we literally talked about this. We told y'all, don't think that everything is surefire in the UFL, right? We understand there's been some movement. Some teams have been, going up and down the rankings, and some players kind of been shifting. But we know since the boy has been drafted out of UCLA, we told y'all he's a baller, okay? He understands the game of football at a high level, and man, oh man, is he fucking athletic as shit, okay?
Yep.
We told y'all. We tried to tell y'all he can play this game at a high level, and ever since that trade, stop it.
And he's got his confidence. He's talking shit. I love confident DTR. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to be out there and the guys get behind him, they believe in it, like they feel it. He gets a big run. He makes a big throw. He scrambles out of something. He does the things that you want a leader to do. So if he can, like I said, I think they got how many? They got what? One more week.
Yep.
If he can maintain this, keep them where they are, and they can get that last spot in the playoff, this is my dark horse to win the UFL championship.
To win the UFL championship. Yep, I'm not gonna lie, because AJ trusts him. It's crazy because he calling AJ, he's texting him at 3, 4, 5 in the morning. AJ's like, "Yo, bro, I'm a first-time head coach, man. I need some sleep. You know what I mean? I'm tired to get it. We're trying to get better, but hey, you feel me?" And that just speaks to the drive. That speaks to the work ethic that he has when he comes into positions like this, right? You got a new young coach. You got a young quarterback. You got a relatively young team. Hey, man, let's see what magic we got. Let's go out and let's go out and win some.
Mm-hmm. And he's got the squad behind him, and that's the biggest thing. Once you can get the team behind you and they believe in you, they're willing to lay themselves on the line for you to make the plays. They want defense going to play harder because defense, like, look, if we can make this stop and get this ball back over to two gonna get it done. So I'm excited. Like, y'all need to be watching UFL football games. You need to. Like, the way the games are being played, it's cinema. It's pure cinema. It's dope. The games are close. It's big plays. It's, pressure moments. The 4-point field goal stuff is ridiculous.
So clutch is crazy.
Yeah, when you get past the half field mark, you can't punt the ball. So you have to go for it on 4th down. Like, the rules that they have implied to make this game unique but better. I'm not gonna say better, but just unique. Well, it made it better than what the UFL game used to be.
For sure.
I'm not comparing it to the NFL. I'm just saying it's better than what the UFL used to be. With those rule changes, with the players being better than what they've been, the talent pool as deep as it is, like the game is really, really, really good. And look, go watch the games. Enjoy them. Like, the ratings saying everybody's watching it, but we need more people to go watch it.
Yeah. We need those ratings to go up, man. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Then last not least, this ain't got really nothing to do with nothing other than the fact that Iceman dropped on Friday. I wanted to talk about it on Friday, but I couldn't do it. But it is football related because we had some football bars that Drake bestowed upon us. Don't worry about it. I was on my Troy shit. I don't know what I just said, but just let it go.
We letting it rock today, man. Fuck it.
Right. Let's go. I'm gonna read off a couple, and then we're gonna get up on out of here. First one. Daniel Jones got the bag, but the product's still mid. Cam Ward, the one they crowned. Okay, so my shit got blurry. Now Young Bull, that kid. Hold on, I gotta blow this up. This is crazy. This went absolutely nuts. Yeah, Daniel Jones got the bag, but the production still mid. I said product. Production still mid. Cam Ward, the one they crowning. One they're crowning now. Young Bull, that's the kid. All right, we got that one. My one I wanted. Where's the Baker one? Hold on. What is this? Get off of it. Get that down. Let's get to the Baker. No, that's not the Baker one. It's the Baker one. There we go. Because this one, y'all know how I hate LeBron. So this was the one. Said you and Baker both wearing 6, but he earned his in the trenches. You picked your number because you ran out of sentences. You a bum ass nigga, LeBron. You a bum. Fuck you, nigga. I can't wait till he retire, but he ain't gonna do it. He's still holding on by a thread. That little thread on his head. He cut his hair off too, look like a dummy. Just go to Turkey. Just go to Turkey and get the head done.
You get the money too, man. Shit. Make that happen real quick, dog.
Make it happen. Jaylen Brown did it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Shit. Him and Stephen A going back and forth, man. Oh man,
we'll touch on that on tomorrow.
On Thursday for sure. Yeah.
On Thursday.
For sure. Yeah,
probably Thursday.
For sure. Because them boys out there tripping, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't get it. Then we get, darting through the 6 in my scat like them boys in NY. See, nice little slick,
got them entendres for us. You feel me?
Yeah. Drake is doing his thing right now. He's doing his thing. I'm proud of the boy. I'm proud of the boy. He talking this shit. Which one was this one? No, we saw that one. That's all right. I'm not gonna go too much more into this.
I know a lot of people are probably gonna be shocked, but my favorite album out of all of them is actually Maid of Honor.
No, Maid of Honor, because that's the yeah. We talked about. I was just talking to my cousin before we got on, and he was asking me about it. Like, yo, did you listen to him? With what's the vibe? Like I said, each album got a different vibe. Each one got a different vibe.
He's very smart.
Iceman was talking this shit. The R&B joint is the Habib T, and then you get the Maid of Honor. You get your stripper shit on. That's the turn up side.
That's the TikTok. That's you feel me? The club. I know I'm gonna hear that at work in the club. You feel me? All goddamn night. I'm not worried about that. He got the uptown. He got the uptown, the upbeat Jones. You know what I mean? I'm rocking with it. You feel me? The Iceman. I think honestly, and this is this is coming from Mood. You feel me? A religious Kendrick fan. You feel me? I think a lot of people it's kind of hating on Iceman too much.
Yeah, and like I said, and I'm on the other side. I didn't get my owl chain, Drake. I don't know when I'm gonna get my owl chain, but I'm still checking the mail. Whenever it comes, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about me switching sides, brother.
Yeah, y'all know. You feel me? I mean, just likes music. You feel me? And I just love to listen to some good music, man. Iceman, he's not as bad as people saying. I think a lot of people just need to go ahead and digest it a little bit. You know what I mean? Give it a little time to kind of sit and resonate with everybody, and then I think.
See, the problem is, me and my wife was talking about it. The problem is, y'all don't want. See, y'all was okay when everybody was dissing Drake, but then y'all got mad when Drake started on Iceman started dissing everybody else back. Now it turns.
The thing is, it's like that's what he's supposed to do. Like,
yeah,
he's supposed to do that. He's supposed to come back talking his shit up with.
Yeah, it's like at this point, like, what did you expect? Like, he was just supposed to just let it ride? No, like. It's very weird to me that people are okay with the shots that everybody else is taking, and then he don't say nothing. Then he finally gets the moment for him to say something. It's like, oh man, that shit happened 2 years ago. You should let that shit go. Beef is forever. You hear me? Beef is forever. Especially for dudes who you thought that you were cool with. Oh no, it's up every time I get a chance. Every time I get a chance, it's up. Let me delete some of these. Speaking of it's up, like I said, we got a lot of stuff going up with the pod, a lot of upgrades coming soon. Content-wise, both on the pod and radio-wise. Content-wise, a lot of things are going to go up. Merchandise is coming soon. So, like I said, if you peep the fit and you like the drip, drop a comment inside the chat. I will figure out a way to get it to you, or one of the fellows will figure out a way to get it to you, because it's a movement. It's a movement. The tidal wave is beginning. The tidal wave is beginning. So don't get swallowed up. Either you get the surfboard and you ride the wave, or you get swallowed up by it. That's just the way it's gonna be.
Man, you heard what he said. Don't lose your feet. You feel me? Slow feet don't eat, man. You feel me? So when we get to taking off, y'all might want to be aboard because we ain't turning around or turning back for nobody.
No,
you have to use you feel me? Beat the pavement with your feet and catch up because this rocket ship is taking off really quickly. Subs is going up, audios is looking well. You already know that the shorts on YouTube and on social medias all doing numbers. Trying to tell y'all, we the next big thing. Y'all might want to hop on before y'all get left.
Don't get left behind, man. Look. It's okay. It's okay. We got a lot of seats right now. But it's filling up fast. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Any last words before we get up out of here? Oh, like we said, I'll double down real quick before I move on. Like I said, football today, basketball tomorrow. Gentlemen's talk on Wednesday. Back to the basketball, then back to the football. We here.
Yeah.
Full week.
Y'all already know, man.
Full week from
Full week, man, of some goddamn content, some dope ass content. You already know we're not stopping until we get that plaque in the back. So keep coming back so we can keep going up. We appreciate all of our listeners. Appreciate all of our subscribers, our commenters, our likers. Please keep coming back so we can keep giving out this dope ass content. Appreciate everybody for listening on Hot Knee Radio. And yeah, you already know we're gonna see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah, turn it up, let it ride. It's the wave of the nation. Hot Knee Live Radio, future of the vibrations, music, streaming, entertainment. We the dream teaming, sports talk, fire, and the mic stay steaming. If you looking for the culture, we the spot. No lie from the sideline, sports where the stats don't die. Tune in, log in, let me say it one more time. Hot Knee Live Radio, where the stars all shine. Yeah,
Come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
yeah, that's the rapper we done cooked up to play. Inside the hood where the drip don't fade. Big vibes only when we step on the mic. Breaking down the game while we talking that. Hit follow if you rockin' with the style we bring. 5 stars on deck, let the podcast sing. We slide out smooth like a route run clean. Inside the huddle, too fresh, too mean. Catch y'all next time, same swag, new scene.
do.